Hi, everyone. It's Linda G. coming to you from Northern California. No earthquakes just yet. Nice and sunny day outside. Today's garbage day, so I got to put my garbage outside. So, I know you all were interested in that. Thank you guys for your love and devotion. And this is a very serious time, and I need to dive in. Um, so I just want you to know if I post something that I didn't check enough, I'm glad you guys tell me when something I post was wrong. I try to check it as much as possible. There was a one that I did with the Air National Guard that they stood down and put their weapons down. Apparently it was a couple of years old. And someone wrote me and said that picture you posted is no good. And I said, yes, I took it down the moment someone else said, hey, girl, that's old. And I immediately double checked it and found it. It's very hard nowadays, especially. And I took it down. So I told the person, I took it down. If you look, it hasn't been there. It wasn't even up 24 hours. Oh my God, the person was writing all kinds of stuff about, well, you need to check and uh you've got these bad people that are making comments and you need to do it's like, you know what? Please. I was rude. I said, you know what? Calm down and get some sleep because I just it was constant. It was constant. And someone else told me something that Elon Musk had bought MSNBC and fired Joy. And I said, no, NBC is owned by Comcast. So he couldn't have bought it. Then I got this long email about the things I get wrong and you make mistakes. It's like, it's cool. I'm not saying that of course, I would have thought it too. I would have thought he was involved with it. And he may be involved with it, but he doesn't own NBC. Anyway, so please don't harass me, so to speak. If, let me right the wrong if I did something wrong, but please, I don't get to many of my messages, but it's kind of irritating. So, but this is a very serious time right now, and I want to concentrate the best I can due to Congress. And did you see Johnson with his hands like, thank you, God? You think God had anything to do with that? Of hurting all these people? Let me tell you about Medicaid. Well, if they're not already announcing it, it affects especially the red states, and it's going to affect hospitals and homes where the elderly go. And I don't know what the heck they are thinking because this is going to bite them. And I've already told you this. And just like James Carville said, kick back, watch, because they have just, like I like to say, awakened the sleeping giant. The red hats need to know who he really is. And this is just, he's selling citizenships to Russian oligarchs for 5 million. He's going to do this and that. I could see, and I'll take a look at him. I could see Zelensky kind of coming to some sort of, I keep trying to turn this off. Sorry, you guys. There we go. I see Zelensky coming to some sort of agreement. But listen, I'm going to tell you something. Remember this here. And I'm sorry that this is taking so long. And part of the reason he was even put in, because I don't think he won fair and square. That's my opinion. Don't write me about it. But I think uh, he's going to go down so hard based on his own groups. And that James Carville said, just kick back, y'all shut up, let it happen. But here we go. Um, These things they're doing now to regular Joes on the street, good people, getting rid of this one guy had a contract with the federal government, big Trumpster, couldn't believe it. They dropped his contract. I can believe it, but they just didn't think it happened to them. So this Medicaid thing is really going to be tough, and it'll be tough on nursing homes. And my thing is the Senate actually going to pass it? Because it's not passed. It was approved by what, 2 votes? But I want you to know that everything everything they're doing will be reversed. And I also want you to know it's going to go so blue. And I'm sorry, we might not have to wait until then, but I see a Democratic Senate and Congress putting him up in the guillotine, making charges against him. This is when a lot of stuff is going to happen. But let's check out this Medicaid, because a lot of you depend, disabled people, they're affecting children. Okay, give me the clearing energetically. Angels of light and mercy. I want to psychically pick up. Who can I ask? Roosevelt. Roosevelt, can you come to me? Yeah. He's got a duster and he's dusting off the Resolute desk. There's many fine people behind closed doors. The only people that are for Trump are the multi-rich, and they aren't as big in numbers as what they're getting ready to come up against. And let me tell you something. I heard from somewhere, I heard Marjorie Taylor Greene making fun of people hating Elon. And I'll have you know, like 73 or 76% of this nation is for him and what he's doing. Flat lie. I mean, such a lie, I'm surprised your hair didn't catch fire. No, that is not the case. I think 20% of the people like him and the rest hate him. And 76% of the country do not want Medicare taken out. You know, they're not even doing bits and pieces on this. They're just sort of just jumping in there. They're going to cause a panic. I looked at the stock market, by the way. At first this morning, it was like plus, and now it's minus. The Dow Jones is minus 288. The NASDAQ is down 36. And the S&P, my son always says the S&P is the one you look at, is down 18. It's going to keep going down, I'm telling you. Another friend just sent me a thing. Let me tell you what that is. It's happening, you guys, as we speak. Apparently home sales have dropped to a 3-month low. He hasn't helped anybody. And investors are very, very touchy right now. They're not quite sure about the United States. Oh, he's just so greedy. He's sitting there biting his lips. He can't wait to get on about Ukraine. I don't see Zelensky stepping down because they won't agree to putting him in NATO. They're trying to get him to sign for mineral rights, and I see them trying to slide in and you step down. Let's take a look, see. Tell me about Zelensky in Ukraine. Will he actually make a deal? It's not a deal yet. Trump's announcing it's a deal, but it's not. Will they actually make a deal with Zelensky? Will the United States make a mineral rights deal with Zelensky? Oh, and then I heard, I don't know if it's true, because a lot of this is hearsay, that Trump is trying to sell land in our national parks. I don't know if he's selling land or if he's he did this before. He's approving of drilling. So we start off with, so he's on the fence and he's crossed by the tennis swords. some sort of negotiation, some sort of offer he might actually like. He would like the United States on the side of Ukrainians. Heartbreaks, intense negotiations. Yeah, they actually might come up with something, but listen, when Trump goes, a lot of things are going to change. He might even get some intel back in the backyard, like to get Russia so people, the Ukrainians can live, do this, and then watch what happens. We'll get rid of him and all this. He thinks he's going to stay in. He's not. That base, I can put money on. I'm telling you. I know he's not staying in. Okay, let's take a look at the predictions desk. By the way, they're back out. The prediction desk, you would go to Trish James Oracles, and it's TrishJaimes Oracle. I'll put it on the bottom. And they sell out really fast. But I was able to get a deck for Lena. Lena wanted a deck. I love mine. Maybe I should buy an extra just in case. Predictions deck. They actually gave us a good read the other day. Do you remember? They were saying like things will go back to normal. I was like, cool. He thinks he can have the military on his side, and I just saw them standing down. He thinks he'll have his own little personal military, with Proud Boys and stuff, but they're going to be outnumbered by the people we have. A planned outcome. Okay, so this is going to be planned, maybe walking on eggshells. A replace and or exchange. Big city. Rockets, SpaceX, what would they have to do with it? I think hiding something is more than Trump. I think it's Ukraine will under the table be hiding something. You don't think rockets means, hold on one second, you guys. You don't think the what's his name, Musk, you don't think he would want them to be more involved in SpaceX in the Ukraine? That Elon Musk has got his hands in this somewhere. Oh, he's going to go down so hard, you guys. I wish I could show you what I see. It's going to be bad. And I was on a dream show with Allie and a lot of the dream people. It was a lot of fun. And a lot of people out there have been having dreams like the dream I had about the White House being tore up. They're having dreams about that. Okay, so my girlfriend, she had a dream about Elon Musk accusing her of stealing his phone. And she's like, I didn't steal your phone. And he said, let me see your purse. So she opened up her purse. There was nothing in there, but they took her away anyway, or were going to arrest her or something anyway. So that tells you something right there, because I think Elon is going to go over bounds, accuse the United States of something, and there's nothing there. But let's go on to the most important thing. And so many people out there are like, dear God, it's got to go to the Senate. Now you saw that like 4 people said no in the Congress. Next thing you know, they changed their votes because Mike Johnson had them on speaker with Trump. I'm telling you, he's threatening. Tell me about the Senate. Will the Senate vote yes? I see a lot of things changing. They're not going to get everything, but they didn't up the ceiling, which is interesting. So here's a surprise attack. A lot of fake news about Trump and this budget. Floods and heavy rain and a sinking ship. That's the Senate. It's a sinking ship. Food shortage. I told you guys already about that. Societal collapse. That's what this is going to cause. An earthquake shakeup. That doesn't mean a literal earthquake, although it could, but I think this is going to shake up a lot of people. So, President Roosevelt, are they going to? I see some cuts, yes, but not as dramatic as originally thought. Trump won't be happy with the budget. The shakeup might actually be the Democrats deciding, nah, we're not voting on this and letting the United States go into default. They're almost saying, what's to lose? They've already defaulted on everything. Can you give me the outcome? With either after Trump goes or when the new president comes in on Medicaid? Will it come back? It'll come back and it'll be better. That's what I just heard. It's like everything's starting from scratch. Everything's starting up from scratch. So he tore it down, and now it's up to us to build it up. A surprise attack. I wonder if we're going to get attacked or some sort of, I'm almost feeling this might be some sort of computer thing, internet thing. There will be a good outcome, but check this out. Sorry, military action. Remember, I saw military going in and telling him, you need to get out. I think I'm sorry if it doesn't happen till the midterms, but I see such blue coming in. People are so mad that they immediately demand that Trump be taken out. That, they're on charges, traitor or whatever, or impeached and kicked out, but there's some big news. He's not going to last 4 years. I know some people think he will. And that's not to criticize them. If that's what they get, that's what they get. But he's not going to last as president for 4 years. And they keep telling me, prepare to stock up. Prepare to stock up, you guys. There's going to be a lot of unrest. A lot of unrest. Future time, things will be good. And this guy only represents distraction and illusion. But the military action is coming in. The next thing, you're cutting budgets, and then you're going to make these poor young souls working in the military hardly make any money. And you're going to have them sacrifice their life for the orange head? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, so the Medicare will come back to the table. And it's some really good people working on this. This has gone so bad that we may take the 3 seats that are coming up and outdo that Congress. This is coming up in April. Listen, Canada, everybody was worried that it was going to go conservative, right? They showed the chart that they were ahead. And after all this with the United States, and Trudeau said that Canadians have never been more connected, more together. After all this, now it's side by side. I never saw it going to the conservative. I think the Canadians are not going to have it. They don't want anything that even smells like Trump coming in. That's my opinion. Okay. Interesting. I see a monetary loss in the dollar. the dollar. It's just like one thing after the other, not only with the stock market, with housing. I don't see them being able to raise the ceiling. I think they'll actually draw that line and tell Trump no. I see Trump very upset with all this. So this is going to be good. This is not going to work out the way he wants. Okay, so just let me do my regular cards. The, the budget. Give me some sort of a outcome. I'm going to go see the brutalist today. I got 3 hours to kill. The budget. Tell me what. People offering compromise. It will sit quietly on the back doors. Bad news with it. Bad news with it. But look at the sun, the truth, all of it is out. So I think there'll be a budget, but it'll be compromised greatly. Toasting of the cups. So this could be Democrats and Republicans. I just saw Marjorie Taylor Greene getting absolutely hammered. I don't know when she goes up again. She'll probably still be there when we fill it with the blue, but she's gonna go too, because she's a liar. Um, Looking at coming to an agreement, money, new beginnings. I'm telling you guys, this is good. Look at this. We're going to come into a much better place. It might not be till September, August, September. And I just see that this nation is just not going to put up with it. I see people on the streets. This is the stuff I've been seeing. I see people on the streets, and please don't destroy or just, that they'll hurt you if you do. He'll try to call martial. I see people stifling themselves, but marching. So don't forget on the 28th, we're not to buy anything, especially from Amazon. So stock up. But the rich aren't going to be so rich anymore. Why are you saying that? Because a lot of people can't afford to buy their products. A lot of people will know those that have given to Trump and won't use their products. So slowly but surely, because we're broke, we can't do anything about it. But this is another hit I got earlier today. I got that we're, as a nation, going to come together. And I see states really getting in there and trying to figure out what to do with this. And I see, groups of wealthy people in different states and regular Joe Blows giving money or helping to help people that are losing everything. Because like this one guy, the guy who had a contract and he was a red hat with the government, and they just canceled it. He said that they don't know where their mortgage is going to go from. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. So they have no idea. He's got a wife and 3 kids. It's really sad. And I know people want to say, well, but it's really sad. But in that pain, they'll realize what they did wrong and that you can't trust him. And he lies about everything. He'll lie to Ukraine to try to get some sort of deal. He'll offer up whatever they say and then turn on them, like he did with all those contractors to come do his tower, from Scotland, and then just didn't pay them. And if you try to sue him, he sues you. So it's very sad. And also, I just heard, this is a hearsay. Don't quote me on this. I need to look this up. But that Musk is actually looking at taking from Habits for Humanity, taking our beloved president's money. He's looking to cash in on that. These people have more money than anyone. They don't have to go in the kitchen and cook because they got cooks. They don't have to clean their house. But they think they need more. It's really sort of a God-altering thing. This is sort of a place that we're at right now that the universe is not going to put up with. And don't forget, there's going to be a lot of natural phenomena taking place. Oh, why is Putin mad at, weather related? Why is Putin mad at Trump? I just saw him mad at Trump. Why is Putin mad at Trump? He thinks he doesn't like him working behind closed doors, although they've kind of talked together and he's given Trump instructions. So Trump's acting like he's going to be good to them. Coerced manipulation. There's that food shortage again. Listen, remember I kept showing the plane stuff. Change is coming, you guys. Notice she's wearing black. And don't forget, they always talk about like an energy weapon. Something is coming up. Replace or exchange. He feels he's been downgraded. There's big news coming too. There's big news coming. There's a young actress who was only like 38 years old who just died, by the way. She was on Buffy the Vampire. She was found unconscious. Big news is coming. Out here where I live, we had 2 young kids die from an overdose and 2 other kids in the hospital. So these poor kids, what do they have to look forward to? They probably just think, well, the drugs will get me out of this for a minute. It's so sad, you guys. So I'll probably do prayers tomorrow. We're going to need to probably do them closer together. I am getting a lot of prayers, but we need to pray for this country and for these poor children. And we need to set up something, and I'll try to find out what I can do out here. Some place where we can just, get groceries and things that the children would need. But the most important thing is a roof over their head, too. You need to feed them, but a roof over their head. These people don't even want lunches for kids. Now their parents don't have enough money to keep a roof over their head. So now what, sucker? They're going to suffer. This too shall pass, and they're going to suffer. So give me some last words of encouragement. President Roosevelt. I can see Eleanor. I could hear her voice. She said something about all suffering leads to the embetterment of mankind. And there will come a time that the hand reaches out. So we're helping others. I see, and the Democrats can get on my nerves too, you guys. But I see the Democrats even turning it around because they try to pay the Democrats too. Musk is in there. But I see them turning around. I see them really going in and not necessarily giving away free money, but making sure those who are less fortunate, that's a Christ thing there. That's a Christ consciousness, not just Christ, Buddha, anybody. Taking care of your fellow man is what we should be doing. And that'll happen. I give to a place called Give Well. It was my son's favorite. I give every month to them. And they do a lot of things for people in other nations, for the young children to have clean water and stuff. It's a really good organization. So now we need to sit and think of how we're going to make sure that people, I see California doing pretty good. I live in California, but I see California doing pretty good, except what's going to happen is these hospitals are going to do horrible. Right now, they're already scrambling, but I don't see it going through as big as that what they're talking now. I see a lot of stalemate, a lot of blocks. We might even shut down for a while. But then nobody can do anything, right? But being stuck like that is going to bring Trump's numbers even worse. It's not going to affect the Democrats, believe it or not. That's my opinion. But we shall see. I think that James Carville has it right about just wait, because they're going to self-implode. What have I been saying? Self-implode. All right, you guys. I love you all. Hang in there. Breathe deep. Envision the world with a beautiful white, silvery light around it, and ask for peace for man. Ask for the peace of man. And we'll go back to the drawing board and change things around to be even better. So although this, a lot of people have had things happen where they lost everything, or me, I had breast cancer, and you think, oh my God, I'll never be the same. And I wasn't, but I got better. And people I know that lost everything, they don't want to ever go through that again, but it gave them something. It's really weird, something connected to the God source. Okay. Entertainment purposes only. Love you all. Oh, well, no, wait, before you go, let's ask predictions desk. Is there anything they want us to know before we head out? Is there anything you want us to know? Let's get 3 cards, okay? First card, darkness outage. This could be weather related too, you guys. We could have a huge, look at what they said again, food shortage. I just had a new little shed out there. I got a bunch of food, the canned food. Somebody told me the eggs are terrible, but I did what I have to do. And big news is coming. So let's ask about the big news, okay? So, okay, thank you for that. So what's the big news? Submarine underwater. You don't think somebody's going to try to hit us, do you? Hiding something. Interesting. Signing disclosure. This is UFO related. Big news is coming. This Friday is the end of the month. So we'll just put that in your back pocket. We'll see what they mean. Thank you. And anything else you want everybody, give us one last one on Medicare. Medicaid, sorry. Medicaid. Well, that's interesting. Worldwide Earth and a controlled narrative. Interesting. I think the Earth feels bad for us too. Uprooted and taken out. But it's gonna come back, you guys. It might not be the same. People might have to reapply, but it's gonna come back. Let me tell you, everything he touches will be reversed. Everything. And Elon has a 20% favorability. 20%, not 70%. And I think Trump is at 40 something. He's the lower than anybody has been in office. He's going to go lower. Okay, love you all. Cheers.